Hello everyone, Andy Glenn here from Sharks TV in the aftermath of a cracking game of hockey where the Steeldogs run out winners 4-2 over the Solway Sharks. I'm joined by Neil Abel and Stephen Weeks. Stephen, your thoughts on that game, sir?
We're just really pleased to finally get the result. It's, we've been working hard over the last few weeks and we've been making those changes. And our boys have been working their socks off, and there's some results that haven't quite reflected the effort that we've put in. And I think even last night, that's such a tight game and a couple of things that go our way, and it's our game. But at no point have we been able to fault the guys' effort, and it's just really, really good for them and for us, but more for them to finally get the rewards. And I think we can see, as coaching staff, we can see those little changes that we've been implementing and the boys buying into it. So hopefully we can turn a corner now and we can build on this.
Yeah, it's the start of something good, hopefully, for the Steeldogs, isn't it? Neil, you've kind of joined a few weeks ago. Your thoughts? I mean, the short-handed goal and the play straight after it, that was a game-defining moment, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what we've been trying to drum into the boys for the past couple of weeks since I've come on board. It's just you've got to just make the simple plays. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. We've got boys jumping into the play now. Boys are taking the wingers away, and the D's starting to move the puck pretty smoothly now. So it's been a good cup. Well, we had a good game last night as well. The past couple of weeks of a few periods and stuff like that, but everyone's coming together. Boys are starting to bite into what we're trying to get them to do.
Yeah, I agree. I was at Sheffield last night. It was a really good game. Not much between the teams. I'll go back to you, Steve. Yep. The 5-on-3 penalty kill near the end, a lot of pressure on your team then. They did well.
Yeah, and it's, the game's really tight, and that's where we've got to credit them for stepping up and resetting in a situation like that. You've got two of our top killers in the bench, and we've got a full 2 minutes on 5-on-3. And I think you can just see the things we love about these boys is they'll dig in and they'll do what needs to be done. And you've got guys laying in front of pucks and getting in lanes, and it's just a huge kill. It's a massive kill, and it's just really good reward for the boys, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating from a Sharks perspective, but fair play. The team had to stand up and do it.
And again, we've got to give credit to Dima as well. He's had a game tonight, and he's had a game last night, and it's helped us out. But the boys in front, like Neil said, we're starting to buy into those little things now, and we're starting to find our identity again. So hopefully this is a bit of a corner turner and we can build from here.
Absolutely, and there's a public meeting on Tuesday. I take it that's planned. Looking forward to that.
Well, it's a fans forum, so we're our owners and same as myself and Neil, we're open and we'll be open with our plans. And it was a difficult time at the start of this season and a lot of change and transition. So I think it's just to give that open forum to that. And if people have got questions, then we're happy to answer, because we're trying to build something really good here. And it's not going to be long before you see that very consistently on the ice. But it's been a really sort of up and down season, and I feel for the boys because there's been a lot going on in that locker room for them. So nights like tonight where they can just dig in and get the rewards, it's just really good for them. But fans forum is fine, absolutely fine.
Good. Just finally with you, Neil. You're a legend of hockey, and certainly in the Sheffield.
A legend.
Well. Certainly in the Sheffield, everybody respects you. You're coming back, and I watched your interview, or read your interview earlier in the week where you talked about maybe a lack of confidence in the dressing room, avoid penalties this weekend, and your target was the playoffs, and you'd missed a couple of key players. They came back. Confidence is surely a little bit higher now after the last two games. Playoffs, still on your sights?
To be honest with you, it's not an impossibility. If we could just keep playing how we've just played these last two games, I don't see why not. So I mean, it's like the boys are in there, they're buzzing. We've got to win in the So let's just onwards and upwards and see what it's doing to them at the end of the day. We could, at the end of the day, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. But they're starting to have a sip of the water now, so hopefully onwards and upwards from here on.
Well, hopefully there's not too much water on the way home, because the weather's absolutely shocking, but it'll be an awful lot better going home to Sheffield with 2 points tonight.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your win, and best of luck for the rest of the season, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, Andy Glenn here with another post-match interview after the Sheffield Steeldogs beat the Saltway Sharks 4-2. I'm joined by Martin Grubb. Martin, tough loss.
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed, but I've just said that to the players there. On another night we won that game comfortably. We outshot them, even though we were not at our best. I think there was certainly one momentum changer, a decision in there, but what can we do? But I think that, what we've got to think about, Andy, is that's our first loss of 2024. If somebody had told us that at the beginning of the season it would have been on a heater like that, we would have bit their hand off. So we've got to look at the positives. Yes, we weren't at our free-flowing best over the whole weekend. It was a very strange weekend against a team that sucked into their style of hockey. They'll call it Steeldogs hockey. It's open, it's a bit of a scrimmage, and I don't think we're suited for that. But we managed to find a way last night, and we've almost managed to find a way to lose it tonight. But as I say, first defeat of the year, and as I've said to the players there, what happens after a streak ends, it's to start again. So we've just got to look at it that way.
There was a couple of incidents in the game. I'm not going to get you to talk about them because I don't want you to get in trouble, but I can talk about them because I'm a fan. I've looked at the replays. There's no way the net moved off its moorings for the goal that was disallowed, which is a momentum changer. We get that first goal in the game like we did last night. It was Peacock again. It was a brilliant goal. And I've looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and it didn't come off. You don't have to say anything. You fans, when you watch it, you'll see it. And these are the sorts of things that games are decided on. Another key part of the game, I think, was their short-handed goal, and then Morgan coming out afterwards and getting the penalty to go away. I mean, that two goals that, I don't know, from a coach's perspective, what was your thinking on that?
I just thought last night our PK was exceptional and probably won us the game, and tonight a bit of the special teams in general were not as good as we wanted them to be. Curtis, I thought he can't stop a puck if he doesn't see it. The short-handed one, it's a bit of a bad bounce. I think Lewis Young does a great job getting back. He's probably, I guess we're being overly critical, but he's got to let Curtis play the one-on-one with Phillips and take away the pass, and I think we're all right there. But hey, these are what happen in hockey, and I guess we've been crying out for this level of competition for years now, and we've not been punished for these for a few years, and we've said it from the beginning of this league. You get punished for these little mistakes. I would be more worried if we were not creating chances. Our power play, we still created chances. The 5-on-3 for me is a bit of a turning point. We got to be better. We've got to play with a bit of desperation. But they blocked everything that they could. It showed how desperate they were. People coming into this, if anything, it's a bit of a reality check that maybe we're getting a little bit carried away with ourselves. We're looking up the table. You've still got to look behind you. You've still got to win games. They were a playoff winners two seasons ago. They brought everybody back this week because they're in a bit of a spot. We've been there.
Oh, they're must-win, aren't they? They're must-win if they're going to make the playoffs.
For some of these teams below us now, so we've just got to learn to play with that. I think we discussed that on the podcast. You've got to learn to play with a different pressure. But you know what? We got 2 points over the weekend. It's not what we wanted. We wanted 4, but it's better than none. And we've just got to go back on a streak.
Quick word on Kell. He took a puck flush in the face. I've not heard anything about it. How's he doing?
Just came back in literally 2 seconds ago. Stitches. Thankfully his teeth look all right. A lot of swelling, obviously really sore, and it just came straight and hit him in the face. So credit to Hazel, she was straight out there, and obviously we got him straight to hospital. I don't know if you want to say thankfully or not, but his mum was here, so she was able to get him straight up there without any delays. And he's been looked after by our own and then the hospital's medical staff. So thankfully, he's okay. I'll go see him now after we finish this and see the actual full extent. But stitches and damage around his mouth, but I don't think anything long term, which is the positive.
Well, that's good to hear, and pass on our best to him. I mean, we're going along streak away from home now. Your thoughts just quickly on those next few games?
Yeah, we've just got to stay together. We've got to find a way to get back on the horse and do what we have been doing. We've been good for 6, 8 games or whatever, or what are we, 8 out of 11?
Yeah, 8 out of 11 now.
We got to find a way. It's never easy when you've not got your own rink and your dressing room and your practice ice, but we'll find ice. We'll find a way to keep our team together. We'll continue to fight for our lives and our playoff spot and our fans, and it's nothing really changes for us. We've got to just keep find a way to be as good as we have been for the last 10 games, and Yeah, we'll be okay.
Okay, well, thank you ever so much for joining us after the game. We'll get Lewis Young up now. I can see him down there, so we'll get up in a minute. But I look forward to Coach's Corner, and we'll go through these goals and these goals that we haven't given, because that's our shot.
Well, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Thanks, Martin.
Thanks, Andy.
Hello everyone, Andy Glenn here from Sharks TV, joined by Lewis Young after the Sharks lose a 4-2 match against the Sheffield Steeldogs. But Lewis was man of the match, so Lewis, you must be delighted, mustn't you?
What's that, sorry?
Lewis, you must be delighted to win man of the match. I was being cheeky because I know you're never going to be happy after a loss, but you got man of the match.
Yeah, to be honest, just wanted to come away with a win, especially when we are playing as good as we are right now. I said it between the second and the third. You know, I think that in the league we're, you know, probably the hottest team in the league right now, the team to beat, and you know, we have to go out and be better. That's just my opinion of it. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was an interesting match. There was a lot of controversy in it. Sharks scored a goal early on, which was ruled off because the net was off. Clearly wasn't on video. Don't want you to comment on it or anything like that. But that was a tough one to take early on, and it ebbed and flowed really through the game, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, to have a decision like that go against you, it's tough at the start, especially if that's getting you in front early on. But you know, we had loads of chances to take that game, and you know, when you're not converting, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not going to convert your chances, you don't deserve to win a game. So that's just something that we need to focus on and then get better at, and make sure that the next time we're in that situation, we take our chances. And yeah, as Spud says, when you get into the games and you know, you do get your chance, you need to really, you know, step up on that and push on and make sure that you keep your lead. And you know, tonight we had far too many chances passed up. So yeah. Yeah,
I mean, it's a difficult one. When we scored a short-handed goal last night, they scored a short-handed goal tonight. It's clearly that's a big momentum changer in itself. And then they scored straight after that as well, didn't they?
Yeah, and then they spent far too much time on the power play with no goals tonight as well. Like, that's the chances that, you know, we've got the guys to really, you know, get goals in that, and it's unfortunate tonight. You know, on another day we could have had 3 or 4 with them at a PP time we had, and but we've just got to move on from it at the end of the day, and then focus on the positives that you can. And you know, we have been in a good run. We need to remember that, and that Jamie said in the room as well. If we had a start like that, the way we have been, you know, the last 10, 11 games, and maybe sitting up kind of top 3 place in the league. So, you know, we are a really good team, and we're starting to really play like it. So, you know, it's just a bump in the road, and we need to just kind of kick on from that and focus on the positives and keep going.
I agree with you 100%. And now we go on a run of away games.
Yeah.
Tough to be on the road all the time, particularly if you're travelling from Scotland. Your thoughts on those next few games coming up?
Yeah, I mean, is it Swindon and Bristol next weekend? You know, it's two tough games. Obviously, the last time we played Swindon, it was in Cardiff, which also a really good game, and we came away with a win there. And you know, Bristol's a tough place to go, and even where they sit in the league, it's still a tough place to play. You know, they bring in a lot of fans, and it's loud, and you know, they show up when they play at home. So you know, it's going to be tough, but you know, I fancy us, to be honest. Any game we go into, I think we've got a good chance. We'll get the boys there to win it as long as we stick to our game. So yeah, we'll be ready to go.
Well, we'll be cheering you on stream or in person, depending on how many Sharks fans go. Your form's been great over the last few games. Thank you for a fantastic performance tonight, and congratulations on the man of the match.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you.
It's Andy Glenn saying cheerio from Sharks TV. Join us again the next time we're at home, and we'll give you some more fantastic coverage.